Hello, I am Maria, and this is Beyond Fluent English. In the last episode, we worked on storytelling language, words like subsequently, eventually, and ultimately. Those words help you move through a narrative with clarity and control. Today, we move to something different, and honestly, something more personal. Today, we are talking about how you describe yourself. In English, this happens more often than you might think. Job interviews, LinkedIn profiles, first meetings with colleagues, moments when someone asks, "So, tell me about yourself." Most learners reach for the same 4 or 5 words every time: hardworking, creative, confident, adaptable. These are not wrong words, but they are the most common words in the language, and common words do not make you memorable. Today we are going to replace 4 of them with words that are precise, professional, and much more interesting to hear. You will not just learn these words today. You will hear them in examples, practice saying them, and by the end, they will already feel familiar. Let us get into it. The first one, you say, "I am confident." A simple, solid word. But here's the thing about confident. Everyone says it. It is one of the first words learners learn to describe personality. It appears in every job interview, every professional bio, every self-introduction. When everyone uses the same word, that word loses its power. It stops painting a picture. The upgrade is self-assured. Self-assured means you are at ease with who you are. You do not need external approval to feel steady. Confident often refers to a skill or a performance. I am confident I can do this task. Self-assured describes something deeper. It is a quality of presence. A person who is self-assured does not feel the need to prove anything. They are simply comfortable in the room. Notice the structure of the word itself. Self-assured. You have given yourself assurance. That internal quality is exactly what it communicates. In a professional context, Daniel came into the negotiations self-assured and calm. He did not raise his voice once, but the room listened to him. In a personal context, what I noticed about Layla first was how self-assured she was. She did not look around for anyone's reaction. She just spoke. Now, one important note. Confident is still the right word when you are describing your ability to do something specific. I am confident this report is accurate. I am confident we can meet the deadline. In those cases, keep confident. Self-assured is for describing a person's general manner and presence, not their certainty about a task. The second word. You say, "I am creative." Again, a useful word, but overused to the point of being almost invisible. On CVs, in interviews, in self-descriptions, creative appears so often it barely registers anymore. The upgrade is innovative. Creative and innovative are related, but they are not the same. Creative means you can generate ideas, imagine new things, think outside the expected. Innovative means you turn those ideas into something that actually works differently. A new process, a new product, a new approach that improves on what existed before. Innovation implies action and result. It is not just the idea. It is what the idea becomes. If you say, "I am creative," the listener imagines someone who thinks in interesting ways. If you say, "I am innovative," the listener imagines someone who builds solutions. For professional settings, especially in business, technology, or any field where results matter, innovative is the stronger word. In a professional context, Sophie joined the team with an innovative approach to client communication. She reduced response time by half just by restructuring the process. In a reflective context, I do not think of myself as creative in the artistic sense, but I am innovative. When something is not working, I look for a different way. The exception here, if you are describing a genuinely artistic or expressive quality, painting, writing, music, design as an art form, then creative remains the right word. Innovative is for contexts where the idea serves a practical purpose. Know which one fits your situation. The third word. You say, "I am hardworking." This one is interesting because hardworking is not a weak word at all. It is honest and direct. But it is also one of the most common self-descriptions that exists in almost every language and culture. Everyone says they are hardworking. The word has become so expected that it no longer communicates anything distinctive. The upgrade is diligent. Diligent means careful, thorough, and consistent. It is not just about effort, it is about quality of effort. A diligent person does not just work hard, they pay attention to the details. They follow through. They do not stop when something is good enough. They continue until it is right. There is a sense of responsibility in the word, a sense of professional care. In a professional context, Marcus is one of the most diligent analysts on the team. Every report he submits has been checked, double-checked, and thought through. In a personal context, Anna was diligent about her language learning. She did not study every day for 10 hours, but she studied every single day, without fail, for 2 years. One context where hardworking is actually better, when you want to emphasize physical or sustained effort over time, especially in manual or high-intensity work. She worked incredibly hard during harvest season. Hardworking fits naturally there. Diligent belongs more naturally in contexts of precision, thoroughness, and professional care. The fourth word.
I am adaptable. This is a perfectly good word, and it is frequently used in professional descriptions, but it is also quite abstract. Adaptable tells the listener something true about you, but it does not show them anything. The upgrade is versatile. Versatile means you are capable across multiple areas. You can shift between different roles, different tasks, different environments, and perform well in all of them. Adaptable implies you respond well to change. Versatile implies you are already equipped for variety. The difference is subtle but meaningful. Adaptable is reactive. You adjust when things change. Versatile is proactive. You already have a wide range of capabilities. In a professional context, James is a versatile communicator. He can present to the board in the morning and run a workshop with junior staff in the afternoon. In a reflective context, what I have come to appreciate about myself is how versatile I am. I have worked in 3 completely different industries, and each time I found my footing. When is adaptable the better choice? When the context is specifically about responding to unexpected change. We need someone adaptable because this project changes direction every 2 weeks. In that sentence, versatile would not work as well.
The situation calls for responsiveness, not range. Know the difference. Now, repeat each sentence after me. Take the full pause before moving on. She came into the meeting self-assured and prepared. She came into the meeting self-assured and prepared. He has an innovative approach to solving old problems. He has an innovative approach to solving old problems. What I respect about her is how diligent she is in everything she does. What I respect about her is how diligent she is in everything she does. Now let me put all 4 words together in one short story so you can hear them working in a real context. Nina had been preparing for the interview for 2 weeks, not obsessively, but diligently, reviewing every question, researching the company, thinking through her examples carefully. When the day came, she walked in self-assured. Not nervous, not performing, simply ready. The panel asked about her background. She told them she had worked across marketing, operations, and product development. Versatile, she said, and meant it. When they asked for an example of creative thinking, she smiled slightly and corrected herself. I would say innovative, actually. I do not just come up with ideas, I build things that work differently. By the end of the interview, they were not just impressed by her answers, they were interested in her as a person. Now, let us move through these quickly. I will give you the basic version and then the upgrade. Listen for the difference. I am very confident in social situations. The upgrade. I am self-assured in social situations. She is creative and full of ideas. The upgrade. She brings an innovative perspective to every project. He is known for being hardworking. The upgrade. He is known for being diligent. I am good at adapting to new environments. The upgrade. I am a versatile professional who performs well across different contexts. Here is what these 4 upgrades actually do for you. When you describe yourself with words like diligent, versatile, self-assured, and innovative, you do something that hardworking, adaptable, confident, and creative cannot quite do. You sound specific. You sound like someone who has thought about who they are, not just reached for the nearest available word. In professional English, the way you describe yourself tells the listener how seriously you take language, and by extension, how seriously you take your own work. In the next episode, we move into Series A's second half, action language. We will look at words that describe what you do and how things happen, with the kind of precision that makes your stories and explanations sharper.